Hi, this is Brenda Hand, and I am with For You by Hand Designs. And tonight we're going to be working on a wreath, an everyday wreath, the welcome home, welcome sign. This has been purchased by the Wreath shop, I believe I got this from. And so this is a kit that I had ordered. It comes with the sign, it comes with 4 different ribbons, these 2 and these 2. And so we're going to cut those and get ready, as well as some green and jute mesh. So first of all, let's cut up our mesh. Now that we got the camera situated there, we're going to be cutting this jute up into 34-inch strips. I was going to say, I just had my tool. Where was it? It's right here. So it's jute mesh, and so I like working with jute mesh, but sometimes it has little flyaways, so you got to be careful when you're cutting this up. I'm just going to straighten up the ends here. So we can make sure that everything is nice and even. So I'm going to cut these in, I said 34, but I'm going to cut them in 30. And we need 9 of each one. 9 groups here, because we have 18 wires to hook onto, so I just need 9 of each one. My husband, I had a wreath, a deco mesh holder, and but then I wanted to cut more than one, and of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he kind of took it and adjusted it and put on more rows so that I could cut mesh more than just one at a time. I actually can cut 3 at a time, but I usually only do 2. He's really funny because he lets me do my crazy things, and he has the things that he enjoys. 6. But yet he is supportive in my adventures, and helps me. So I know sometimes I drive him a little nuts, but I always think, I went from having 3 kids at home. I lost count already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, I need wood board. Anyways, so he's very supportive in what I do. 9. And then I'm going to cut my mesh. I need, for the top, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to cut up some 10-inch curls so that I can, I'm going to put them on the top, and I like to add them just to add more curl, make it more fluffy. Put them over to the side. Just need one more. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. All these little flyaways. So now I'm going to cut up our ribbon before we put this thing all together. And I will be using my comb that I purchased from Lori Jacobs, Hardworking Mom. And I think her store is called something else, or she doesn't have a store anymore. But I purchased it when she did. But I do believe she is selling them through somebody else right now. So anyways, we need, there's 10 on the bottom. So what I like to do is I like to do my ribbons on the bottom, and then I use the extra curl on the top, and I'll wait to see if I want to put ribbons in there or not. So I'm only going to need 5 of each kind. And if I was really smart, which I am, and I'll show you on the next one where you can put your ribbons together and cut them all at once, which makes sense, right? If you can do it all at once, do it all at once, if you're like me. So I don't know if I told you, I'm a big NASCAR fan. I grew up, my dad taking us to dirt track races, and my brother and I, we went all the time, and we'd sit way at the top, and we would just cheer at the top of our lungs. And to tell you how old I am is when I was a kid, NASCAR was called Winston Cup car, from the cigarettes. And so my dad would take us to the dirt track ones, but never to a cup car. He would never take me to a cup car race, because back in the day, you know, he was old school, very, very old school, which is kind of sweet as I look at it now. He was trying to protect me, and I didn't see it that way then, but I see it that way now. He was trying to protect me, and he'd say, that's no place for ladies to go. You know, he didn't want me to see things that, or hear words that he didn't want me to hear. He was my dad. So I did not get to go to the Winston Cup races. He did take my brother, did not take me. Then, as I got older, I went to them on my own. I've only been to 2. I can't say went to them, but I watched them on television, and I really enjoy NASCAR racing. And tonight is the 2024 Clash race at 8 o'clock. They had to move it from Sunday to Saturday because of the rain that's coming into California. It's kind of funny. I think it's funny, but people there probably don't think it's funny. Anyways, and the race is tonight, but I'm not going to get to watch it. I'll watch it later, which is okay, because I really, really, really wanted to make this wreath and get a video out there. So here we have, and I'll go ahead and put these on the floor. There they go. And if you put your ribbons on top of one another and you put them in the center, I'm doing 12-inch ribbons, you can keep them in the center and cut them at the same time, which is what I like to do. We have 3, 4. I want to say hi to all the people out there that are supporting me, my friends, my family, and even new people that I meet in our community. So I'll go down there and you just pull this out. I learned something, that these kind of scissors, they call Fiskars, are lifetime scissors. Did you know that? They're guaranteed. And so they're guaranteed for a lifetime. And you can sharpen them. They got cool little sharpen things. I have one pair that I use only for my ribbon. I don't cut my mesh with my ribbon, with my scissors, just because it makes it fray more. And I don't like fraying. But these are my favorite. So I hope y'all had a good day. I am going live for my very first live on Tuesday, and so I'm going to do my very best to get it set up and have it working. I'm kind of excited and nervous all at once, but one of the things that I enjoy about being in the group that I'm in, is having that community with one another. And I just thoroughly enjoy it. And I think, out there in the world, we need friends and community. And I mean, I'm a member of the part of my church too, and I have community there. But I tell you, when COVID came, it really messed us all up, didn't it? Miss everybody. Miss everybody. And you know why we miss everybody? Because we love them, right? That's why. I miss family, friends. And so, anyways, tonight, let's see, we're going to start. Woo! I'm tripping over my ribbon that I threw on the ground, so roll that back up again. Okay, so I'm going to push this over and begin. So you saw how long that took me. About 15 minutes to cut everything up, so it's not too bad. So anyways, I'm going to do the woodland ruffle, where I'm going to roll this. Woodland ruffle is my favorite, and since this one's for me, I'm going to do it that way. So I clip it and I flip it. It is the woodland ruffle. So we have these rolls on the side, and then we have ruffle in the middle. And so sometimes I have a harder time with my tool here with jute. It just doesn't want to work that well for me. So I think I'm just going to, because this is a thicker mesh, I'm going to just put this on here first. And then come back and do my 2, 3. Let's get them gone. We can do that quicker. And 1, 2, 3. And I clip it. And 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this by hand, by rolling this back in. Like I said, it's thicker mesh. This jute is. And here you see where the jute comes up the side. This green has a little bit of the brown jute in it, or the brown rows of brown little streams in it. It's very cute. So anyways, the difference, as you can see, the difference between using my hands and using my tool is with the tool, you are pushing, and with my hands, I'm pulling. My hands may be sore tomorrow. They probably will be. But you just have to do what works for you. Give it 3 rolls, and then walk my fingers up here, up the middle. Make sure you got it grabbed in there in the center. Matches. And putting it in here. And I can't wait. My husband says, you always hum while you work. I do. I like music. And remember that song, Whistle While You Work? Some of you young people probably don't remember it. Sorry, had to. Like I said, showed my age when said the NASCAR used to be called Winston. Way back in the day. Oh my goodness. We took my youngest son to his first dirt car race. We were on vacation. It was on a Saturday. And I was just so, I thought, I'm an adult. We're gonna sit down by the front rows, and Dad's not here to make me sit at the top. Boy, did I learn real quickly why my dad put us at the top. It's because the dirt flies all over you and gets all over you, and it's really, really loud down there. And we ended up having to purchase my son earplugs, goggles, because he was getting stuff all over him. And some of the scenery that was down closer by, he had questions for us afterwards. And it was, now, you learn. Boy, was my dad smart in making us sit at the top. The key was you went to dirt track with Dad, then you had to go, and the next day you were going to church with Mom. That was the rule. So we did. We did. Good memories. Good memories, good memories. Hold on to your parents. Give them a call. Talk to them. Mine are no longer with us. My mom went first, and then my dad. So you don't realize how much you miss them till they're gone. And I'm very thankful my husband's parents are still around. And they've always been like a mom and dad. My husband's mother was what was she? She was a the kitchen lady, in school. And she served the kitchen. And we all called her Mom. And every day we'd walk in and we'd say, "Hi, Mom." Lunch lady, that's it. And we'd all say, "Hi, Mom." And she just treated us like her own. So who would have thought from that point on I would be calling her Mom as we continued through high school and got married. So she's always been Mom. This is just beautiful. I just love this mesh. It's really nice. I love this kit. Okay, so we have the bottom on, and I still think I'm going to wait to put my ribbons on, because I really like the way that's turning out. How many of you guys watch the Super Bowl's coming? I watched the championship with San Francisco and the Detroit Lions. Of course, I'm in Michigan, so time in Michigan, so then you know who I was rooting for. We were just so proud of the Lions. They have done a tremendous job this year, right? And so I was just real tickled with them. I watch a lot of college. I want to say college football. Now, see how this is going to fluff up, and I'm putting these curls in, extra curls in here. I'm gonna cut this off. Twist that down. That way I know they don't come apart. So that was a tan. No, that was a green one. I need my tan one. I clip it and I flip it. That's what I say. Clip it and flip it. Unless you're using the, I still clip it and flip it. So put this one in here. Roll this up like this. And I'm going to put my green curl, 10-inch curl in the top. This jute thing, one thing it does do is it does get up my nose. These don't have to be rolled tightly. Just roll them, stick them. This is going to be so full. It's so beautiful. Look at that. This is really nice mesh. Whoops. Start again. Whoops. Now it can. One of the things I like to do is keep my fingers spread out when I'm not using the tool, so that the ruffle comes up squarely in the middle. This is so fun. We're almost there. I like doing this part too. I like decorating. I really like this. It's so full. And I have a screen door on my side of my house. And I have just a plain wooden one in the front. So this one will definitely go in the front. Sometimes I like to take them to work and hang them up in my cubicle because this decorates a little bit. So you can spread your fingers out like this and pull that in. And what it is doing is, you know, when we used to take a piece of paper and we would flip it over and make a fan out of it. That's what it's doing. It's gorgeous. Look at how full that's getting. Today we had a collaboration of different people on YouTube doing Dollar Tree. I like doing Dollar Tree stuff. I tell you, some people are they're just amazing talented. They just blow me away with what the things they make. And they were from the goal was Dollar Tree decor. I was a part of that. It was a lot of fun. Going to have to get myself an apron because this stuff gets attached to everything. Look at how fluffy they are with the curls. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Woo! It's amazing. Now, I will tell you, the signs, most of the signs that I get, I'm going to learn how to do them myself. I am going to do that. But I haven't yet. And RCL Signs and More is .com or is the store that sells signs and ribbon sets, and some of them are just amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my ribbons in, put the polka dots with the squared ones, and I'm going to put those on the green. and I make it into, make sure it's halfway through, make it into my little birdie, and put that in there. And cut that off. And I'm going to turn that around so I can show you. So you can see what it looks like. But you can fluff them out like that. And do the next one. Put it in the middle. Make my little bird. And then come around. Just put my twist ties around there. And I'm going to do some with Dollar Tree forms. I have some Dollar Tree forms back here. And I use them especially when I'm doing, it's called the pancake wreath. And it goes, I call it the slim line. It's a slim line wreath. When I'm doing those, so that they fit in between the door, the storm door, and the other door. So that, because these ones that are so fluffy, even though they're so beautiful, they're so fluffy that the door doesn't close, or it smashes the bow. But I guess I could put it on the outside on the storm door. I don't know. I never tried that. So, but this is gorgeous. And I will probably make a bow to go with it and set that in there. Hurry up and get these around, and we can get the sign on, and you can see. I'm not sure I'll put a bow on it because it is so full, and the sign is a 10-inch sign. It's not a little sign, so by any means. So therefore, you may want to, think a bow would be over the top. But I still will make a bow with this ribbon set so that, if people wanted it, they could have a bow with it. I'm also going to start, I've got an order for and I'm going to do it on here for a cemetery. I don't know if I've said that. For a cemetery one. A wreath. It's really, it goes on the saddle. They're called saddleback or something like that. They go on top of at the grave site on the stones. And the nice thing is we're using items that can withstand the weather. Okay. The ribbon, mesh, signs can all withstand the weather. You don't want to use wooden signs. They don't. Well, you could use wooden signs. You just have to spray it with. Oh, see, I wasn't paying attention. And because you can't see me very good right there, oops, I just threw my clicker in the garbage. I put the wrong ribbon on. So I gotta untake it. And it's a little harder to do once you've cut off. Sorry about that. My ribbon knocked my clicker in the garbage. Oh, yeah, my hands will be hurting tomorrow. That's all right. Put another one in here. This is so pretty. This is such a nice one. I just love it. This is how I teach my grandkids. Birdies. You know, I have to say I'm very grateful for FaceTime or Google meetings or whatever you call them, because it allows me to be on the phone with my grandchildren, with my children that are so far away. So this is so cool. Okay, all the ribbons are on. And now the end is near. So you can see the ribbons all the way around there. I'll flip them out. I'm going to get around. And now isn't this the coolest sign that we made it on here? So I think I'm going to put that right in the middle. That's going to look gorgeous. I may come back and add some greenery. Maybe. We'll see. So I probably use more than I should on the wire, but that's okay. And then take this wire through here. You probably could do this with some jute rope too. I like to use wire, then I know it's going to be in there. And it's a very heavy sign. Had to get my weaving needle here and make sure the top first. Even up my wires. Bend that over. And the weaving needle goes right through the jute. Looks like it's in the center. So that's so nice, and there's holes in the jute, so you don't have to worry about that. And this is going to be wrapped around. There are 3 rows, and I have it wrapped in the middle. You want to make sure that when you wrap your wire around that you wrap it all the way around so that the pointy parts of it go towards the wreath. Because you don't want to scratch anybody's door, right? That would be awful. I would feel awful. So. This wire, sometimes it can get pretty pokey. I was finishing up some wreaths today, and it poked my finger and it was bleeding, and I didn't realize it. And I didn't realize it, and I bled on top of the on the ribbon. So I had to replace the ribbon on the bow. So not tight enough. I need to tighten it just a little bit more. Yeah, much better. Okay. Shaky, shaky. Nothing's falling. And there we go. Figure out what I'm going to do with that part. But anyways, here we go. Every day, welcome wreath. And again, like I said, I have to go around and do my, pull out my ribbon to make sure it looks all right. Sometimes they like to get pushed down there, but this is so cool. I just love it. And so there we have. Welcome. Thank you for being with me tonight, and I hope you have a wonderful evening and a blessed day tomorrow. Thank you, and I hope to see you again. Bye.